Hello, everybody. The topic of our lesson is professions and relative pronouns. We'll remember names of professions, vocabulary box, which we learned earlier, revise the cases where we use relative pronouns, and using of the word work with some prepositions. Our first task is to think and write down as many jobs as you can during 1 minute. So let's do it and then we'll check it. Okay, so let's summarize what professions we have. It can be an architect, a nurse, an actor, a programmer, a secretary, a hairdresser, a pilot, a housekeeper, a plumber, a mechanic, a bodyguard, a cook, a seller, a singer, a dancer, a sailor, a diver, and the last one, a designer. Okay, so the next step is vocabulary practice. Earlier, we've learned some words. Open your books on page 84 and look through the words. Now read the word expressions below and guess their definitions. 1. People who have job. Yes, it's employed. 2. To influence. Yes, it is to affect. 3. An occupation by which a person earns a living. You are right. Employment. 4. A person's progress or success through life in a profession, occupation. That's right. It is a career. 5. Suitable or ready for use. Yes. Available. 6. A person without a job, out of work. Yes. It is unemployed. 7. Mostly special, talent. You are right. It is an aptitude. And the last one, to ask for something strongly. And that's right. It is to require. Well job. Well, now I want you to watch the video about the difference between the words occupation, job, profession, career, work, and vocation. Let's watch it. And next step is vocabulary practice. To the left, you can see the using of the verb work with some preposition. Let's look at it. Work with the preposition as is used for jobs. For example, work as a doctor, as a receptionist, a designer, as an accountant, and others. Work with the preposition with for people. For example, work with children, work with teenagers, youth, adults, old people, pensioners, unemployed people, or sportsmen. Work for companies. Work for a firm, for a newspaper, for a big company, for yourself, charity, international company. And work with the preposition in for places. Work in an office, work in a bank, a restaurant, the post office, a department store, New York. And to the right, you can see the exercise. And your task is to fill in the words or phrases. To fill these verb work with some preposition, you have to choose as, with, for, in, and fill it in these sentences. I give you 5 minutes to write down it in your notebooks, and then we'll check it. So do it. Okay, I think you are ready, so let's check this exercise. So, number 1, my dad, a doctor at the hospital. What did you feel? Yes, you are right. My dad works as a doctor at the hospital. That's right. Number 2. Yes, that's right. My mom works with children at school. 3. Yes, Sam works for a city newspaper. 4. Yes, we work in Washington. 5. Yes, Pam works in the bank. 6. Yes, I work with the teenagers. 7. That's right, Tim works for a big company. 8. Yes, Polly works for herself in her own company. 9. That's right, Nick works as a waiter in the restaurant. 10. Yes, Bill and Jim work in London. 11. Yes, Paul works in an office. 12. That's right. Mona works with adults at the courses. 13. That's right. He works as a designer in this firm. 14. That's right. I work as an engineer here. 15. Yes. Kate works with unemployed people. 16. That's right. Helen works as a senior. And the last one, 17. Yes, they work for charity. Good job. And let's work with relative pronouns. Let's remember when we use relative pronouns. So we have such pronouns as who, which, where. Who refers to people. For example, that's the man who lives in the house on the hill. Which refers to things. That's the car which I bought last year. Where refers to places. For example, London is the city where I learned English. And our task. Our task is to fill in who, which, or where in these sentences. I give you several minutes and you task to do it. Okay, let's check it. The first sentence. Yes, you are right. This is the boy who had an accident. Next. Right. Yesterday I saw a car which was really old. That's right. Mandy is the girl who I met on Friday. Yes, the robber stole the car which the lady had parked in front of the supermarket. That's right. Can I talk to the girl who is sitting on the bench? Yes, this is the hotel where I always stay when I go to Paris. Well, yes, where is the bottle of Coke which I bought this morning? That's right, Mr. Jones, who is a taxi driver, lives on the corner. And that's right, this is the girl who comes from Spain. Yes, that's Peter, the friend who has just arrived at the airport. And the last one. Yes, you are right. The shopping center is a place where you can buy a lot of things. Okay, good job. And the next. Open your books on page 89, exercise 6. Here you can see the table with the expressions and some statements maybe. And your task is to read the table and express your agreement or disagreement. And you have to explain your opinion. If you agree, say, I agree that because, and say the reason why it is so. I'm sure that because. That's right. Because. Exactly. Certainly. But if you don't agree or maybe you disagree, you should say, I don't agree that because, and say the reason. Or maybe, I don't think that because. I wouldn't say that because. That's silly because. Absolutely not because. And say the reason. Say maybe one or two sentences about it. Okay, good job. Very well. You were well done. And the last will be homework. And I propose you such exercise. You have to combine two sentences in one using a relative pronoun. Do it in your notebook and then next lesson we'll check it. Okay. Thank you everybody and goodbye.